Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the easy stream. Hang out my fish room and we get everything done. Everything's easy. Not easy. Try to make it easy. Anyway, good morning, Bionic Bigfoot. What's going on, man? He says, "Wakey, wakey, people. Where everybody at?" Yep. Uncle Smiley's here. Good morning, Uncle Smiley. What's going on, man? Dennis Christensen. Hello. It's Sunday morning. Yep. Good morning. Greg the Guppy Guy. What's up, dude? Gee, are you fishing? Not? What's wrong with you? All right, where we at here? I just lost my place. Uncle Smiley, Bionic Bigfoot. And what's up, man? Good morning. Chat lurking while taking care of things. Best way to do it. Southwest Florida Aquatics. What's up, man? Good morning. All right, I think that's everybody in chat so far. All right, what we got this week? Let's see. What have I done? A little, what was it last week when we did that one 29-gallon tank and it was a huge mess? I did another water change, tried to clean it up a little. Probably have to do another one.
Scaly Granny said, "Good morning, Jason and
Hey,
everyone."
what's up, Jenny Lynn? Good morning. Yeah, so
Congratulations, Bruiser CB, on the membership milestone.
right on.
Bruiser CB has been an extraordinary aquarist for 32 months.
Wow. Closing in on 3 years, man. Holy cow. Well, congrats, man. Awesome. All right, what do we got?
Congratulations, Greg Guppy Guy, on the membership milestone. Greg Guppy Guy has been an extraordinary aquarist for 33 months.
Right on. Heck yeah, man. Wow, we are approaching that, aren't we? Like, quick.
Congratulations, Scaly Granny, on the membership milestone. Scaly Granny has been an extraordinary aquarist for 33 months.
Aha, congrats. Beat you, Bruiser. That's funny. All right.
Bionic Bigfoot Foti
Oh my
said, "Where is
God.
the intake filter on the filter there?"
There is no intake filter on the filter there. At least I haven't put one on. I don't know if I need one in this tank, honestly.
Congratulations, Bionic Bigfoot 40, on the membership milestone. Bionic Bigfoot 40 has been an extraordinary aquarist for 26 months.
26 months, dude. Congrats. Thanks, man. All right, I'm just looking at stuff here. I don't know. All right, we got to do water change in this. I mean, anything new? Nothing really new. Did a little bit of maintenance on some of these tanks this week. Gonna make sure we do a little bit more maintenance to make sure everything's cool. Let's see. I guess let's just start it. This one, we're looking at this tank, so let's do it. I need to test the water in a little while. In a week. Go in here. Remove the dead leaf. I mean, the whole plant's like all its leaves. Still got its roots.
Alishana's 9380 said, "Scranton next April, Jason.
What's
NEC
happening?
convention."
Ooh, in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Oh, that's cool. I'll definitely try to make that. Next April? Shouldn't be a problem. That's cool. It's good to know. All right. Oh yeah. Testing. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo. Yeah, not much going on. I just did.
Bob Jackson Tank said, "Good morning, Jason and everyone."
Morning, Bob Jackson Tanks. Oh, Barb Jackson. I'm sorry. Barb Jackson Tanks. All right. What's up, Barb? It's Bob. I won't call you Bob. Thanks for. All right, there we go. Get in here and actually try to do a little gravel vacuuming, especially where I can see a home hanging out. Do this. Lids.
Danielle Velez, 2047, said, "Good morning, everyone."
Yo, what's up, Daniel? Joining us, man.
Greg Guppy Guy said, "Cleaning Anubias leaves my fake plants grow better than my Anubias."
Your fake plants grow better. You ain't wrong. Kind of funny. All right. Get a towel. Towel. That's the who's you what's it. Yeah. Can't think of the word. Uh-oh. Battery alert. Not bad. I mean, it's been like, what, 3 years, 2 years on these batteries? EDSs, that's the word. 390. Climbing. I did a FERT last week, though, so probably a huge factor in that. 390. Yep. Got my coffee. Epsom Moon coffee mug.
Bionic Bigfoot Foti said, "My fake plant's growing better than my plants, Greg, too."
Okay. Let me get these tests going, and then I'll start the water change. Yeah, what I get in here last week, I needed to, or earlier this week. Did the one tank. Antlers in it. Cleaned it up. Got some blackbeard algae, filters, sponges. You know, basic stuff. That in the other 29 too, with celebi in it. Try and move all the other celebes in there today, so. Fish. Water change on that. Up. I think need to do some I'll find them root tabs. That tank. And I do think I actually have to adjust the light schedule that it's on. A little too much light. I'll have to stop. Jugavaro out. Calibrating. I guess the phosphates are going to be low because we changed that filter last year, right? The removing pad is brand new. Hopefully, phosphates. Blackbeard algae in this tank is actually shocked at how much it's gone away compared to what it used to be. Holy oh smokes! So I'm guessing it has to do with a whole bunch of these factors here. Started using RO and remineralizing, and I think that's when it started. I don't know what's in my tap water normally. It likes to promote it. Seems like it's dying, at least in this tank. In there, good.
Alishana's 9,380 said, any tubs this year, Jason?
I was no, I haven't. I've been like so neglectful out in my back there. I gotta get out and do that. I'm on vacation this week and
Greg
next
Guppy
week.
Guy said, I picked some African bushfish this weekend. My new
Nice.
favourite.
That's cool. Alexa timer 3 minutes. That's cool. But no, I haven't set up any tubs. I was debating it, but then I was like, dude, I don't even have any fish to put in any tubs.
Bob Jackson Tank said,
Here
that's the
comes
Blackbeard
the
algae
rain
tank.
again,
I
Yeah.
almost didn't
falling on my
recognise it.
head
It
like
is,
a
isn't it?
memory, falling
Fishymon's
on
here.
my head like a new emotion.
But yes, Barbara Jackson, it is the Blackbeard algae tank, and yeah, I think made some progress, I will call it, in the Blackbeard tank. Yeah. So it goes to show you, after years and years and years, you too can cure.
Fisherman64 said, good morning, everyone, and you to
Blackbeard algae.
Jazzrain.
Good morning, Fishymon. What's up, dude?
CR Fish said, morning, Jason in chat.
Good morning, CR Fish. Good morning. Yeah, so, like I said, yeah, well, I was
Congratulations, Fishymoners, on the membership milestone. Fishymonster has been an extraordinary aquarist for 33 months.
Congrats, dude.
Alishana's 9,380 said, put out your blue eyes.
Yeah, the problem is I don't have any. Like, I have, like, my colonies have dwindled to, like, nothing. I gotta actually get fish, man. I'm in a sad state over here, man. Fishroom is going downhill. Look at all.
Scotty the Fish Freak said, good morning, everyone.
Good
Getting
morning.
ready for ACM meeting. Catching up from the beginning on double time.
Nice.
Jason Net convention coming your way. Chaired by yours truly.
Nice. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I heard. Was it Bruiser that said that? I don't remember who said it, but somebody said it earlier in the chat. But yeah, that's awesome. Next April. Down. Take some debris loose here.
Fishymon64 said, Tom, I texted Adam and he said he didn't need any L333S. I got a lot.
Oh my God. Really?
Congratulations, Bob Jackson Tanks, on the membership milestone. Bob Jackson Tanks has been an extraordinary aquarist for 17 months.
Congrats. Ooh, there goes an alarm. That means one of my things is done. Set that right there. Whoops. 0.24. Alexa, stop. Yep, that is drastically down from last week. Nitrates are at. I think we're pretty good here. Got another minute for the nitrates. "22 seconds. Nice.
Alishana's 9,380 said he's loaded up with a lot of different Plecos Kirk. Greg Guppy Guy said, I've always wanted a flagfish or 10.
or 10. Well, Fishymon. Let's see. 33s, huh? Or a puppy. Puppy Borkin. Yeah. Well, I guess while this is seconds, quick and then over the numbers and start moving stuff around. I don't think of anything. Maybe what you know what I should do is take whatever fry. I guess they're juveniles
CRFish
now.
said I wish my L333 WB would decide to start doing something.
Yeah. What do you want it to do? Like a painting? Taxes? Guessing you would like them to start breeding. You know that. I was thinking about doing that, consolidating all my
CRFish said
plecos.
they need to spawn already.
Yeah, there you go. I think I have. Kirk is giving me a Fishymon. He's giving me a lot of plecos over the years. Still have first ones he gave me. Although there were 2 tanks, I'm not sure they're RNAN. So we gotta. But the original pleco, I still have it. I see him all the time. Like I have colony here that's got like 5 in it. Another one has probably got another 5 in it. That one's got 1. That one's got 1. Validate them. All right, 5.6 on the nitrates. I almost missed it. Actually down from last week. To me, that says that that's a pretty good place for the nitrates to be, because it seems like the plants are consuming everything generates in here. Let's see. This week, PDSs climbed. Well, as they were, but that's probably because of fertilizer. I don't know. All right, nitrates are down. This is all over the board, but kind of. I have to look. Nothing too crazy this week. Last week we saw the first, so I'm gonna skip this week. There.
CRFish said, if the L333S spawn, it will help my patients waiting for the L046 to mature to breed.
Oh yeah.
Alishana's 9,380 said doing a staycation this week.
Yeah. Well, we gotta work on this house. We got a lot of projects going on. But yeah, we're doing like, vacation stuff. Trips here and there. Where the wife wanted to. Got something going on today, so I'm gonna, keep the stream down to a minimum. And then next week is Father's Day. So I will not be streaming next week because we're like, it's like my wife's birthday, Father's Day, everything happened on the same day. So got a lot going on. Well, it might not be her birthday. Close enough. I will be celebrating it. Yeah, so next week I probably won't be here. I might might try and like pre-recorded something or other. Off all week. I have time. There might be something in its place, but it's probably not going to be live. Just preparing y'all for that. You know how it goes. Yeah, so I was just saying that I should probably take whatever fry I have. I think I might have 2 fry in this whole tank. Or whatever's. They're juveniles now. And I'm going to put them in with their parents. The colony. And the fry tank is basically empty except for shrimp. Hatching tank. If I move out the celebi from their tanks, then the breeding project rack is completely empty. Except for the tank that I use worms, but that's nothing crazy. Keep pushing around that the Geo doesn't seem to be like, he's like, yeah, whatever, buddy. My other Geo still has the eye thing. Probably do a water change on that tank too, just to. Yeah, the Severum's even like best of them.
Barb Jackson Tank said, glad I caught you this week. I've been sleeping later these days. You start at 6 a.m. over here.
Oh wow, yeah. I can't blame you on that one. You can't even see what I'm looking at over here. You guys are all in the corner. No.
Love 2 Trip 1 said, Bawita ba da bang diggy diggy diggy. Said the boogie, said, up drop the boogie bawita ba da bang. Diggy 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 said the boogie, said up jump the.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Greg Guppy Guy said replay of Saturday morning cartoons next week on Coming.
Oh man. Now there's a flashback. There was a thing about today. I was thinking about the table flip thing. I have to incorporate that somehow. Yeah, stream. But can't have everybody just like constantly flipping tables around here. I'm gonna have to limit you people. Maybe it'll be 1 each per stream.
Alishana's 9,380 said up late watching the Knicks and World Cup game.
Oh yeah. Nice. Good morning, love to trip 1. Saturday morning hashtag Saturday morning cartoons. Dude. Oh man. That caused a whole stir. Remember that?
Barb Jackson Tank said I still have the Saturday morning cartoons mug.
Nice. That's awesome. I don't think I ever got one. I never got the mug. Did get stickers, but I have a Depths Unknown mug. Speaking of that, get some coffee. Out of here. Unless we finished, not entirely. All right. We're almost done with this water change. Heard Whip slacking this morning, so I put pants on. Whiplash Smilington. Ooh. And that's it. We'll take some water. Rinse.
Greg Guppy Guy said me too, Barbara. I have the Liner Air Pump 1 on Saturday morning cartoons.
That's right, that's right. You were the only person that Terry ever paid, or I wouldn't say paid, but gave the prize to. That was a whole thing, man. There's a lot of drama behind the scenes. Putting that out there. I don't miss it at all. That anyway. All right, we are done with this very soon.
Bob Jackson Tank said also have the Depth Unknown mug. I have a select group of mugs.
There you go. Now you're talking. All right, I think we are at point. Water changing. So I set that right on there. Get this out of the way for now. Yeah, I forgot to mix up the water like earlier, so I did it this morning. And actually filled the
Alishana's 9,380 said still waiting for Terry's payment for finishing third on Satmorn Cartoons
See?
Season 1.
you.
L.
Who was the other person?
Love 2 Trip 1 said there once was a house in New Orleans until Katrina come.
Ooh. I think it was Monster Fish Gal? Somebody won the second place. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't want to have to pay out all that stuff because I'm not the one who agreed to it. Whoops, I just kicked the cord. Yeah, but anyway, that was Terry's thing. Oh well.
Greg Guppy Guy said I have 2 trophy first and third Shannas a hoot.
Now the trophies.
Fishcapades Productions said, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Joining us. What am I doing? Pump. Anyway, I was saying I mixed up. Well, I didn't mix it up, but I got the water for the brackish tank, I think. Whoa, what is it? Ew. Drag this on, but it's covered in hair.
Alishana's 9,380 said I do have my first place trophy prominently in the Fishroom.
Heck yeah, man.
Fishyman64 said I texted Sabu to see if he needs any L333S. Carfish said, good morning, Mel.
Wow, that was exciting. Good morning, Mel. Where is my plug? There. Whoa.
Fishcapards Productions said, what is this tank? Where is all the black beard? Love 2 Trip 1 said, what am I doing here? Is that a personal question for all of us?
Yes. What are we doing here? And yes, I don't know what's happened to the Blackbeard, but I'm not complaining. What am I doing? Yeah. So anyway, I gotta put salt water in brackish. Probably do a water change on that. My whole point was I ran out of water, RO water this morning. It was like 2 gallons short. That tells me that my RO reservoir, 28 gallons. $10 gallons in the one and 20 gallons in this one. 2 gallons short because I actually filled up 2 jugs, dumped them in. Wait. Might have been 3 gallons. Either way. I ran out of RO water this morning. But I managed. Another reason why I gotta make sure I kind of keep up on this. That fire mouth is really going after. I wouldn't say he's attacking. He's just out of my space. Everybody's got a home.
Love 2-Trip-1, said Blackbeard, singing in the dead of night. Take this broken tank and learn to fly.
There you go. Blackbeard singing in the dead of night. Yeah. I gotta get in here. Clean them up. Clean them up. And then we can move on. I gotta.
Greg Guppy Guy said, I recently was told slow or no flow will kill BBA with quickness. Anyone know this
Nice.
to be true?
Well, I did a little bit of research on. Well, done a lot of research on blackbeard algae, but there was something I came across that was very interesting. It had to do with CO2, and can be said like the lack of CO2 can contribute to the blackbeard algae problem, and having a bunch of like I used to have sponge filters in here, and the flow on that filter used to be really high. The hang on the back. Something I read was had to do with because you got air bubbling in there and breaking the surface tension. You think you're adding like oxygen and whatever, but every time those bubbles are breaking the surface, the gas exchange is happening, and you're actually losing a lot of CO2 in that process in the water column. So a higher CO2 level. So I took the sponge filters out and I turned the flow down on the hang on the back. So I don't know if that was I mean, I'm sure that probably multiple factors. I mean, I've done 1,000 different things here. But that's not nothing. So there's something there for that. I get I actually thought about. I've heard stories of people like when they start injecting CO2, it just like instantly kills the blackbeard algae. So there might be something to that, man. I don't know. And back in the day, was it I think Jennifer Weaver? I don't know if you guys remember her. She's no longer with us, but she told me something too about. Oh shit! Oh my god, that was horrible. Shot myself and the tank and the ground. Anyway, she said something about taking a bottle of seltzer water, whatever you call it, club soda, and you put whatever that has covered in blackbeard algae, and you just put that bottle of soda, cover it without a light, and let the CO2 just basically kill it. I don't know. I didn't try it. She said she had success with it, so. But I was just thinking, yeah, that's the band-aid on the problem, right? I wanted to get to the root cause of the blackbeard. Solve it at the cause, then solve the problem, right? As opposed to just having to take a band-aid, get rid of the algae just for it to come back, Then I have to do it again. It is so good that I'm on concrete down here, because this floor would be ruined. About that. Let's, where's the lid? Over here.
Greg Guppy Guy said if it's a filter feeder, no flow could be the ticket.
Yeah, it could be. And that, like I said, that whole gas exchange thing is a thing too. So I think when I was reading, likes the lack of CO2, like if there's an imbalance of CO2, then I guess it can thrive. I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. But something I'm doing is helping. All right, let's plug this back in. Cool, it started for a change. Right off the bat, spilled water everywhere. All right. Do do do. Do do do. All right. Calling that done. A little hazy and cloudy because of the mixed
Barb
thing.
Jackson Tank said my fish room had a concrete floor with indoor-outdoor carpet to slow the spread of water. It saved me several times.
I bet. One of the reasons why I moved all the fish tanks down here, because wife got quite upset with me spilling water all over the carpet upstairs. Like, you need to blah blah blah. So I did. And now life is great. All right, cool. The other thing, I was about to do this. Fishimon reminded me when he said Sabu. Saburai Aquatics. Reminded me that's where I got all my Ebo Aquarist. And I got a huge thing of it last time. I think I got 2 of the giant bags. What I did is I broke them up into something that'll fit in this. I froze them. Last night? Night before when I fed, I ran out. Ebo. Thawed it. Time to add it to. And I have.
Love 2 Trip 1 said, now, if I could find someone to clean our tanks for us, but that would probably involve overtime.
Yeah. I need like a house elf. Like an Harry Potter. Dobby. I'm not giving him any socks. Stay down here and do water changes. Alright. Basically just cut the corner on this. This is vacuum sealed or whatever. I have one of those like vacuum sealing things. So I just vacuum sealed a bunch. How many more I have left? Get up because it kind of became like a brick in there. Chunks. Dump it in. Look at that. Ooh. Perfect amount. Almost like I measured this. Every last drop. This stuff is not cheap. Half the reason why I froze it because I didn't want to bad on me. Cool. Right, so that's ready for feeding. Lid on it. There we go. No, no. Now we got it. All right. This tank is done. Put it back on the timer with the light. Move on. Check on the eyeball, dude. Unchanged. I have a little bit of medicated food left. Feeding him the medicated food. Honestly, I don't think it's helping, so time to stop it. Let's see what I got left. Yeah, very little.
Love 2-Trip1 said, are zucchini seasonal because I can only find worms in the yard for so many fish?
Yeah, I mean, all vegetables like seasonal. Just that due to the international growing market now, like the in-season things have definitely migrated. Things are grown in like California and Mexico and South America, and then they're just shipped here. Growing season. Guy's eye. Head, but it is looking horrible. Horrible. Yeah. Looking him. Right eye. Actuals.
Greg Guppy Guy said, hell no, that tank is too low. I can't stoop anymore.
Hell no. I hear that, man. That's one of the reasons why I started moving those tanks off the bottom. I gotta get on my knees because I can't bend. Crawling around on the concrete floor on my knees, and that's not fun either. Dude, to get better, man. He's been in this quarantine tank for like 3 months now.
See our fish, said Greg. Get a creeper.
That's not a bad idea. Like those mechanics things. Bad that I mean,
Love 2-Trip1 said, when I chew up my corn, body doesn't process, but it comes out whole again. What's up with that?
great mysteries of life, man. Gotta eat more peanuts. What did you call me, Cheryl? Called you a creeper. Um, I'm trying to think of like what I can do to this to help this fish out, man. Maybe I should mix instead of the Canaplex into the food, maybe I should mix the erythromycin, whatever's in Maricin. Eye infections. Fish, man. Bleeding eyes are off bacterial. I don't think this is Popeye. This is different. Maybe it would have Huh. Antibacterial.
Greg Guppy Guy said I have 4 tanks at ground level. They get no love.
Nature Fury. That would be one. What makes nitrozone? Nature. Harrison Oxy? API fin and body cure. Harrison. All right, well, I have Harrison. Let me see what I got. Grab some coffee here. I mean, I'm at the end here. I don't know what else to do. They're flopping around. Yeah, move this here. What is this? General cure. Still good. Fires next month. Active in metronidazole. Metronidazole, what's this active ingredient? And this is regular Maricin. Erythromycin. Done. Metronidazole. Mycin. Two is minocycline. All right, we're gonna try Maricin. We got any comments on this? Ideas? Hey, dude, this is a bad idea. I just know the Canaplex. I don't know. But I don't think treating the water column is going to help anymore because I've done that a million times. I've been feeding this dude food with Canaplex for weeks now. Try Harrison. Niacin, I'm going to dump out. Kick that. One. All right. Now. A lot. Take some of this Ebo. Go on, puppy. Sure stick. I have to wet this a little bit, but I want to make sure I got enough. A little more. Take my handy dandy spray bottle. A little wet. Nothing crazy. You don't want it to get moldy or anything. That medicine on it. Soak in a little, you know. I just freeze it so it's moldy or anything. It's pretty mixed in. Any powder sitting around anymore? Alright, next time I feed, I'm going to feed this. See how that goes. But in the meantime, I'm going to do a quick water change on this guy. Put this back in the freezer. Ow! Yes. Bucket. Here's a bucket. I don't know, I always do this one by hand. I don't use the Python. The old gravel vac. It's fed. I should probably not suck up all the food I just put in there.
Love 2-Trip-1 said, light me up a cigarette and grab me a beer. It's Sunday morning.
Heck
Jelly
yeah!
roll.
Sunday and I have off tomorrow. Like, I don't go back until last week of June. July starts like so nice. I want to sleep, take a nap. Uncle Joe's Fish Shed. Good morning. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining us. Trying to figure out what's going on with this dude. He's had this eye injury for like months now. Well, been in quarantine for probably going close to a month. Or a month. More like 3. He's not getting any better, man. I've medicated him twice. Did 2 courses of Maricin. 2 courses of Maricin. Well, it was Maricin, Maricin 2, Maricin, Maricin 2. And then 2 courses of Canaplex. I started feeding him Canaplex. It's food. Maybe it's just not enough. I don't know. And it doesn't get any better, so I even tried the let's not do anything, see what happens, and it just kind of looks like it's getting bigger. It doesn't go anywhere. I don't know. I don't know what to do. At a total loss. Okay. You know, I want to test. Yeses are done quite a few water changes. I think there's about what his home tank is. At a gallon of RO. Wasn't quite a gallon. We'll live. I'm gonna grab some tap water. Replace. Quick disconnects are no longer quick. Gallon of tap water. Whoa. Yeah. Live with it. Live with it. All right. I think that's all I can do for him today. Here, flounders. Freshwater floundage. You know what I'm gonna do? This. Do this. Disconnect that. Set a timer. All right. Filling up the jug RO because I have fry tank set up behind me. What did I do with my coffee? Oh, I know I just had it. Out! Unacceptable. Whoops. Put stuff around. 2 flounders. There and 1 behind there, but we gotta clean this glass too. So, first things first. I've been like tired as hell. Going to bed at like 8 o'clock. Getting up at like 4 in the morning. Guess that's 8 hours. Long 8 hours, man. Okay. Sip of coffee. Two right off the bat. Oh, no. Let's do this. Lid off.
Pepling Creek
Clean
Aquatics
it.
said, Jason, good morning.
Pep, what's up, man? Good morning. Lid. And we're gonna throw the thing. Hang on, we gotta move this. That out of here too. All right. Now we can rock and roll all night and party every day. Alright, lid is cleaned. Back. So we can continue filling it. Drop that. That's a lot of glass. Actually, what I should do, you guys stay there for a minute. Let me bring over the water. 10 gallons is heavy. Oh, man. Filling it. Yeah. Right. See that? Pulled a lot of it. I will take this. That. Take one scoop. See if that does it. Fill it. Have. Was just RO water.
New local Austin said that flounders got
Yo.
soul. I'm awake. How the depths?
They're good, man. How about you? All right, man.
Love 2 Trip 1 said, here we are now, entertain us. It's contagious.
Yeah. All right. Give that like 30 seconds. Stretch my back. Oh. Flounders got soul. Right, man. Right. Yeah. Sock was on. Gonna do. Somebody's saying hi to you, so I'm guessing you guys are here. Missed it. Thanks for joining us. Hello, everyone. I'm okay. That's good. It's good, man. Yeah, dude, that whole vibes thing, man. That's crazy, isn't it? One week I didn't stream that week. That's depressing, dude. Did they ever find out what happened, man? Last I heard, there was suspected food poisoning. They were gonna do an autopsy. Either way, man, that's messed up. All right, let's get in here. Salty. have a name? Refractometer. There's a word for you. 0, 1, 3. A little lower than what I normally do it, but I think I'm gonna just run with it. 1, 5. It was his heart. Did the autopsy because, oh, wow, like what happened? Like a heart attack? Really? Good. Damn, dude. Crazy. Crazy. Only 34, man. That's rough. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? I gotta clean up some of this water. Where I fall, kill myself. That is insanity, man. Such a good guy too, man. Insane. That's rough. Alright, I can put the salt away. Here. Alright. Down. One right there, one right there. Let me think about what I'm gonna do here. So I see one in the back here. I see two. See all four of them. Here, let's see if you can see what I'm get. Just real quick. Like a game. Try and find out where the flounders are at. Oh, I just spooked the two. One right here, if you can see his body. One right there. See his body. One up front there I spooked. He's right now under the gravel. The other one's in the corner. So cool. All four are here. Always a good sign when you haven't lost any fish. All right. Let's probably hope I have some light on this tank. Oh, let me there.
Congratulations, Peplin Creek Aquatics, on the membership milestone.
Right
Peplin
on.
Creek Aquatics has been an extraordinary aquarist for 33 months.
Congrats, dude. Alexa, stop. Alexa, timer 10 minutes. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. All right, let me I guess the best thing, I'm going to use a razor because I have one right over here. Oh no, you don't want to be in the glass, buddy. Whoa! That freaked me out. Not expect to have a flounder on my arm, my forearm. Spooked him. Spooked me. Oh, buddy, I don't want to hurt you. That. Clean the rest of this glass. And from the side every once in a while.
Scotty the fish freak, said new local Austin. Vibes was lucky to have you in his life.
Yeah, really,
You
dude.
are a great guy, just like he was as well.
Yeah. Don't have any argument for me. making a mess. But that's for the good. Water change. I got 10 gallons here, and this is only a 10-gallon tank, so...
Bob Jackson Tank said, is that a crypt in the middle? If so, do you know what kind?
These are not crypts. These are macroalgae. This tank is brackish. Bordering on salt, actually. Well, this last mix is a little less salty. Like, I forget, salt water, I think starts at 0.0, like what's considered like true salt. 0.15 and higher. I usually keep my tank at 0.15, so like the high end of brackish. But like I said, I just mixed this up and it was a little bit lower, 0.12, so, or 0.12 I should say. A little less brackish, salty, but I usually keep it pretty salty. These are, I don't know what kind of algae, it's the same one I got in my saltwater tank. Grabbed a bunch of it and stuck it in that tank. Then it kind of took over. I'm not really complaining because it looks good. And it helps, it looks like,
Greg Guppy Guy
sucks up
said,
nutrients
try
and stuff.
2 quarters, 1 on pointer and 1 on FU finger on glassworks like razor, but won't cut silicone.
Try 2 quarters, 1 on the pointer finger, 1 on the FU finger. Okay, so 2 fingers, 2 quarters, and you just interesting. Works like a razor, but won't cut silicone. Yeah, then you can get up against the edges. Yeah, all right. That's an interesting idea. Well, you tell me now after I use the razor all over the place.
Bob Jackson Tank said, oh yeah, I forgot. Macroalgae is pretty cool looking, like a saltwater crypt.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yes. It is. And it soaks up a lot of excess nutrients, which is good. And yeah, down with it. Trying to do a little
Greg Guppy Guy said,
cleaning.
yes, works great.
I'll have to try that, man. Get a lot of this out of here. Up a bit. That I got. Basically, I can do 100% water change here. I'm going to drain this. I'm going to gravel back as best I can here. Try and soak up junk.
Love 2 Trip 1 said, amazing. I see people buying green water and others trying to get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Guess it all depends on what you're trying to do. And there's a lot of algae. In here, I might as well clean the sponge filter. Too crazy with this. Get all that junk that's in this tube out. Shit. Gotta watch where your stream is going, or it ends up on the floor. That's what the wife tells me. Ugh. Dump that out. Rinse this. Sand in here. And a second of sand. Even got these guys their own sand, like specifically designed for fish that burrow in sand. Supposed to be softer. Not scratch the glass kind of sand. for burrowing fish. It was designed, I think, for saltwater aquariums. But, you know, whatever. Brackish, saltwater, pretty much just the same thing. Okay. Let us smuggle what people think don't. Alright. Get out the other pump. We will,
Barb Jackson Tank said perfect for the bristleworms.
Luckily, I can honestly say I'm pretty sure I don't have bristleworms. I'm pretty sure. I don't 100% know, but I'm pretty sure I don't. Because I actually went out of my way to make sure I didn't get bristleworms. Like the snails I got, I actually quarantined them for a little while. And there was some I did. It wasn't like they weren't trying to get in the tank. I did find when I bought some snails for my saltwater tank. They gave me them and put them in, you know, the whatever bag. So I put them in a little specimen container. Let them sit until I saw the snail move. Once the snail started moving, then I took them, put them in the tank. One of the snails never started moving, so I'm like, all right, I guess he might be dead. I get in there, I look in there, and did a rinse with like a turkey baster kind of thing, and out came a bristleworm. Uh-huh. I have not seen any in my tank. I do not want any in my tank. That would be maybe the time for me to not do a saltwater tank anymore, honestly. Bristleworms, that is gross. Again. Let's have a valve. Wide open. Tank. Yeah, I hear you. All right. Quick grip tray with me. Gallons. Let me rinse this. All right. There's that.
Greg Guppy Guy said I've had a green water tank for years. If it starts looking pale, I do a water change and I looks like antifreeze again.
I'm guessing highlight, right? I think, what is it? A little bit of, like, ammonia in the water cause it to go green? I don't know. I've never been able to get green. Damn it. All right. That's that. Good.
Greg Guppy Guy said light 24/7 year round.
Yeah, there you go. Highlight. No highlight's a big thing. Some sort of excess nutrients? I don't know. Nutrients? If I did highlight, I'd have nothing but blackbeard algae and hair algae everywhere. And tap water. No. Okay. Got that going. Now let's small pump. Oh, small pump. There. Now.
Greg Guppy Guy said no aeration, super bright light.
No aeration, super bright light. Bright light, bright light. Okay. Now. Need this. This to be there. Probably good. What I need to do is I need to prime it. So I'm going to prime it in this tank right down here. Air bubbles out of it, hopefully. This shit. Did I do it? Broke it. Paying attention. Biggest part is keeping that. Damn it, man. How about now? Oop. Alright, part of my problem is I'm too far away and I keep trying not to break the siphon. Let me move closer. You can come over here. You switch around to here. Alright, now that's better. Now. Damn it. I guess I don't know if I broke the siphon or not because I just realized I'm not low enough to actually get the siphon to work. Gotta add water. That can go there, that can go there. Let's plug her in. Actually, plug this whole thing in, so let me plug this in here. This in here. Oh. Stepped on this. Plug this on. Okay. Turn that on. Try and grind the pump. Go. Are we pumping? Or are we not pumping? Chooch. Cool. Chooching. No chooch, that's right. Had to give it a little percussive maintenance and it started chooching. And eggs is the best. I can't argue with that. I gotta clean some empty tanks myself. Daphnia, man, I had a. Speaking of which, I was gonna do that this week, and I totally forgot. I got sidetracked. I was gonna take care of my nasty experiment jar. All right. What I should do: take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Learn to live so free. Take my little alarm sensor, put it on the tank so that if I walk away and do something else, the world does not explode. Gonna be a little bit before that actually starts overflowing. Here, let's back up. Let's back up out of here. With me? Okay. Siphon overflow. Hopefully it'll work. Start draining into that tank. There's an alarm on that tank in case I miss it. An alarm in this tank in case the siphon isn't going. So if this over too high, it'll alert me. If that gets too high, it'll alert me. This is just going to keep pumping at that slow rate. Get on with it. Do this. In this tank, 2 celebes that I grew in the tub last summer. They're the survivors. So let me get a specimen container. Okay. Fingers in there. There they go. Well, they're over here. Get them without the net. Seem a little smart. Wish them. Jeez. Get one. Get the other. Whoa. Throwing stuff on the ground, dude. Gallons of RO jugs. Filling up the main tank. Minute. Calm, dude. Calm. I'll be over soon. Calm. Calm. Yeah. There. 2 celebes. Cool. Now. Parent tank.
Barb Jackson Tanks said I need an
Tank is a
alarm for
mess.
almost emptying a tank. Did that to my 40 breeder last week.
man.
Luckily, there was still a couple inches and I caught it within the hour, but they were stressed.
I bet. I bet. Guys in there. Right? 10 pack of paint should be fine. That's one of the OGs right there. Or not. I did a whole lot of water changes here. I need to
Fishcapades Productions
change
said
the light.
exciting news. My
Uh-oh.
2 blue marble angels from Tropical Fish Co. and Jodie P. wound up being a pair.
Nice.
What luck?
Hang on a second here. I knocked over the All right. This is an empty tank. This is the one on the bottom. But this one is a cell to be in there. Yep. Oh, the other one died. All right, so that to me gets Other specimen container. Is that a good rinse? Oh, come on, dude. Let me stir up all this algae. Okay. Get out. Nope. In there. Oh, I got a double. We'll float this guy. Cool. Colony of 1 is now a colony of 4. This tank is empty. That tank, this whole rack is empty. The whole other side is empty. Everything on the center rack, oh my god, I almost knocked that glass over, is empty. So I can break those tanks down, I guess. Now,
Thank you, Greg Uppy Guy, very much for the 20 gifted memberships.
oh man, thank you very much, 3G. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Congrats to anybody who got one. Long way, brother. Alright, let's get into this tank. The other tank is still scooching. Are we level yet? Almost. We'll know very soon. Overflowing. Gonna drain. Give me half a second here. That way. Hey, Greg, thanks. Outside in aquatic. Color guppy. Eduardo!
Vinoxki.fishkoto said good morning, guys.
Prime night. Anthony Fisher. Cow. I haven't seen in a while. MC Aquatic. E. Nice. Fishcapade's got one. Congrats. Vinoxki, what's up, man? Good morning. Love to Trip got one too. Congrats. See, it pays to hang out here. Oh, yep, it's draining. Cool, cool, cool. We are
Fishcapades
flowing.
Productions said, "Oh, I am reminded, Jason, can I please bother you for one of your coveted Python cover thingies, pretty please?"
Yeah. Have to get the 3D printer going, but yes. I've been meaning to do that myself. I have a buddy of mine who's like all addicted to like printing, man. I should just send him the file and be like, print me like 20 of these. Sure he would. I would even offer him some cash.
Fishcapades Productions said, "Do."
Doo-doo? I know about doo-doo. Oh, Eduardo, okay. I missed that part. All I got was the doo-doo. Bardo. Green and not gray anymore. Yup. Fired. Fired.
Fishcapades Productions said, "Super fired."
Super fired. Okay. This tank, we recently put gold size stories in here. Doing pretty good. The only thing that is not doing good in this tank is Nubius. I think this is what happens to my Nubius. Starts getting all these holes in it. I think this is still remnants of when I trimmed it. I trimmed it that one time. It was a big mistake. Like, it's just starting to come back now. Like, some of these leaves, you can see this Anubias and this Anubias are looking
Peplin Creek
okay. This
Aquatics
one's
said,
getting
wow,
better.
HC Aqua got a membership. It's been a while since I've seen him.
Wow.
Love 2 Trip 1 said AI gets cracked up with our slang.
Yeah. Some of this blackbeard out here. Bottom. Remnants of a... There's a 333. Oh, I see the 333s in this corner. Still hanging out in here. Maybe I need to do a little fertilization on this tank. Iron and potassium. Pretty sure the phosphates are gonna be just fine. Yeah. Yeah. Got the blackbeard back in here. Had him out of this tank for a while. Alas. This leaf. Slowly dying, covered in blackbeard algae. Don't need. Just dying here. Bad. That front. Now these tanks are all that back. Manually remove what I can on this. Nothing. Barely anything. Got me a bottle brush. Clean this overflow out. Yes. Okay. Good for this tank, I think. I'm going to do a water change in a second here, but this is on a system with other tanks. So, there, down, double. Look at, don't worry about that. That's going away. You even saw that. Don't even question what's living in that. You don't want to know. You do not want to know. All right. Junk. Can go over there. Airstone can go. Other airstones are. Whoa. Some alarm is going off. Temperature sensor. Here to tell me that my package tank, is that what the one this is? Yep. drop down in temp a couple of degrees. Okay. All right, what am I doing? I gotta. I'm gonna turn off the pump. Okay. Take this light off of here for a sec to try and clean the lid. Some Anubias pothos that's hanging out all over the place. Look at that. Ooh. Clean the lid. But I do think it's been a long time of me running the lights on the timer that I have set, right? I have basically a Casa timer that turns on this, like almost this whole rack, right? It turns it off certain times. So I think I need to revisit the settings on the timer. Probably decrease them. Because it's been like, I don't know, a year or two of this setting. And I still get a ton of algae. I'm just thinking maybe too much of a light cycle, or whatever, a photo period. So I think adjusting that lower will definitely help. And most of these plants are low light plants anyway, like Anubias and Crypts, right? There's only a couple of tanks that are on their own independent light, and those are on blue bulbs, most of them, like the planted tank lights. And yeah, I can manually adjust them, or there's an app for that. Back. Gold. Let me get the Python. Hours. Yeah, we'll finish this and then probably gonna have to bounce. That's stuff I gotta get done today. Now I can do, maybe we should just back up to here, go mid-level so we can see both. I'm gonna do this tank. Now, this looks like mulm, but it's just a bunch of blackbeard algae hanging out on everything. So some of it will come up, some of it won't. For the most part, speak too loudly. I was gonna say, for the most part, I grabbed all the stuff I can grab, but got a huge clump right there. Stuff that I should have been able to grab, but didn't. Oh, get out of there.
Sharkfin Adventures said good morning, everyone.
Good morning. What's
CR
going
Fish
on?
said I nominate Ryan to pick BBA from the arowana tank. He bites me enough as it is.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah, so when you get to those fish that start getting like big, start to get worried, right? Like this dude could lose a finger. Here. Hold it. Previous that I just planted. Go. Totally just knocked it out. And where'd it go? Here's a leaf. We don't need that dead leaf in there. Yeah, we just planted all this last week, remember? Reps. Surprised if I lose more. Where'd that crypt go? What or the Nubius? I just totally knocked here. Oh, while we're in here, clean the sponge too. Put a sponge on the other tank, but I haven't. Ooh, man, should clean this out more often. Take whatever black dirt I can off of this sponge. Just make sure it's not choked up. Throw that out. Oh, here it is. Fell back to the ground. Nah, loading. Nails on the glass. I should have did in that tank. Well, still here. What did I do with the razor blade I was using? I put it back. Huh. Oh yeah, I did. Hang on. I'm just gonna quick 1-2 on the glass here. Should have tried the penny trick or the quarter trick. Try that, man. All right, good enough on that. Do like a 50% on this one, and I'll do a 50% on that one. %50 of 30 gallons is 15. Down about a gallon or two, so say 28 gallons, right? 29 gallon tank. Half of that is 14. Half of that is 10. Or a little more than. Ooh. Ooh. Bucket's full. He's working as intended. Pump down. Yeah, so about 20 some gallons. This is approximately a 60 gallon system, so 30% water change. Not at all.
Sharkfin Adventures said hi.
Hi. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Glad you're here. Just me in my fish room, doing all the things I should be doing. And more. Alright. Good. This team. Get sucked up, little dude. Yeah. I feel like this is clogged. Oh yeah. I should be using the Python protector.
Sharkfin Adventures said, shake you bomb bomb.
Is that what you're looking at? Stop looking at my ass. Ooh. Ooh. Try and get that out of there. Oh, that's about as good as that's getting. that there like that. Now. Yeah, I hear you. Hold on. I hear you. Oops, that's the wrong button. Wonder it wasn't turning off. I was twisting the wrong one. All right, let's get in here real quick. Turn this back off.
Dennis
Just kick back
Dumoulin
on.
4720 said, "Good morning, nice people. Nice ass manifesto." LOL.
Thank you, sir. I knew you'd find something you could enjoy in this stream. Ugh. And good morning, Dennis. How you doing, man? Clean a little of this green spot off of here. Use the 3G trick, but I can't be bothered to go find a couple of quarters right now, so with the razor blade. Anything's better than what I had. Good enough. All right, let's put that back there. Dry off my hand. Water I spilled.
Fishcapades Productions said I should be doing Fishroom stuff. Keyword should, but I shall have to wait till after work. So much to do.
Yeah. It gets overwhelming sometimes. That's kind of one of the reasons why I started breaking down some of these tanks. Because I got way too many to... Can't even keep up with myself. There is... Apparently... Should like clean that off while we're draining water here. Can go... Take this. Old fish food the one day. I didn't clean it up very well. And this is the... When I painted these plywood things, put them down, some of them in gloss and some of them in flat. Well, I should have did them all in gloss because that was definitely the way to go. Flat ones, they show all the dust, all the dirt, and they're not as easy to wipe down. The gloss ones, man, they just clean up bam bam like brand new. So I recommend gloss. Future. Test kits.
Shark Fin Adventures said, "Dennis, are you a fush menace? LOL. Top of morning to you, sir."
All right, that's about a 50% water change there. Calling that done. Wrap this hose up. That brackish tank is almost done. Filling up the 10 gallons. The only thing I gotta do is my saltwater tank, man. That's I gotta wait for the RO reservoir to fill back up. Off, turn on.
Bionic Bigfoot Foti said, "Is that a black hose or what?"
What hose? Talking about the Python? It's a black hose now. Didn't start out as a black hose. It just became one. We pumping here? Make sure I got out of that. Mm-hmm. This will fill up. That overflow, the outflow. Start draining in this tank. Oh, I know this tank's full. Same thing with that. It'll start draining down into the sump. That's how I know that tank's full. And the sump I'll just top off. How I know. When the pump is not running and all the tanks are full, that's when I know the system is full. Right? So when I pick on the pump, flowing, no matter what, if the power cuts out, everything drains and nothing's going to overflow. That's basically how I make sure I don't overflow my sumps. Occasionally I've overfilled them just by trying to whatever rush around, and usually it's when I don't shut it off to fill it up. It's a little bit better one. Bottom any second now. Second now. Second. See it, but it's coming out. This up. Thumbs topped off. Fire it up. Fire it up. And probably, guys, ones that I this quick while the others are filling. Here you go, buddy. Get out. Oh man. 2. Get out. That's going to be full. Half a second. Out in the bottom there. See it coming at the bottom there. Ow. Just pinch my finger. Got it caught in that valve or the lever. Good is good is good. Down here and just top this up here. Not even a whole lot. Here. Water draining down here. All right, kick it back on. Boom. Spilling water. Always spilling water. This off.
Here comes the rain
It's still
again,
there.
falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion.
What's up, fishy mon? I'm gonna wrap this hose up. Cool. Cool. All right, that system's running. That system's running. About to be done. Done with the water, if you can see there. It's all empty. That's pretty much full. Tank is full. So we did like a 20-30% water change, and then we flushed another 7 gallons through the tank. Okay with it. I'm okay with it. What I need to do this way a little. Whoa, don't knock that over. About to be 100% finished with this. Last little bit going in there. Let's go. I don't think we can pump any more of that. We're gonna knock that in the tank. Put this. Turn that on. Bring in the bucket. Starting to siphon there. Now that I have that siphon started, I might actually use it. See. Wrap this up real quick. Just coming down the sinker. Forgot pumps on. Oh my god, this hose is too long. Hose. Cord. Cool. Cool, cool, and cool. Let's do this. Brackish. Dump this out. And we're ready for another round. Never. Okay. That's still draining. Just gonna do something. What was it? Oh. Analogy real quick. Let's rinse it out. My plant tray and my bottle brush. Bottle brush, we gotta clean this up a little. Cool. Still pumping out. Did we stop pumping? We did stop pumping. Screwed it up. Finish pumping that out. Now, before I forget, build up these jugs of RO. I can top off this tank. The fry system. Whoa. Down, down to Goblin Town. That's that. That's that. Got more. Just gonna add it to the different layers. Layer looks good. In we go. Alright, that's done pumping. Break that down in a sec. The goldfish tank. Alright, and last one. 3 gallons. I'll see where this all settles when it's all said and done. I have a mark on that bottom tank. That's like, don't fill above this line when it's running, because you will overflow. Same idea with this sump. I put a mark on the, I don't know if you can see down here, but there's a little sticky, posted sticky thing. Shows me the line. Okay. That is all the RO that I've mixed so far, or whatever, out so far. Row's done. That's done. All right, we're going to, wait, I guess, try and set. Fill line. Like a mad science lab in here, man. There's tubes and wires. Let's make sure I'm out of the way of that. Let us this and drag this whole mess over here and try not to fall on my ass. Oh, I just broke this. Heard it break. Oh, what does that? I tilt too far one way. I gotta clean the glass in this tank too. That's not today. That is draining now. Cool. Put that there. Cool. Let's find a good chooch for this. Here, you guys can come closer now. Hoses and wires in the way. Bear with me. This is hooked into the cold water supply of the house, or whatever. My fill station over there has a bunch of PVC going through one, doesn't go through both. Carbon block filter. It's at least hitting
Skull
one.
Aquatics said good morning, Jason.
Oh, Skull, what's up, man? How you been? Good morning. Get a nice little, let me see this. Too much. I like it when it's like a little dribbling. Eh.
Kia Fish said good morning, Curtis.
Good morning, Curtis. Yeah, that's good. Like a heavy drip. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of drips and then runs, drips and then runs. Pretty slow. That drip. Pretty good steady flow. If I can do, what is it, like 2 gallons an hour or something like that, I think is maybe, whoa, what that flow is. I don't know. So, we'll have the alarm on that. So if this overflows here, we hear the, right? Put it here. Now, countered a problem a couple. That goldfish coming right up. I've had them knock this thing into the water, like purposely. I think they do it on purpose. I think it's something like, hey, I can eat that. No, they can't. Whoa, almost fell on my ass. Okay, so I have it set every minutes. Turn on for 60 seconds. I don't know what it's set at right now. I'll leave that and see how I'll adjust it as needed. Other than that, I think that's it, man. Everything is right? Go, you're coming in right at the end here, brother. Running a little late today. Clean this glass real quick. All right, flounders had their water changed. The Geophagus with the eye problem has had his water changed. 75 with Blackbeard, that had a water change. Moved a couple of Celebies back to their home. Did a water change on the one pump system. It's not nothing. Got more to do. At aquatics. Well, good morning, Aquatics. What's in the cookie jar? Don't ask! I told you not to ask about that. Yet you even saw the cookie jar. No idea what's going in there. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it here. We're it's all good. Appreciate everybody hanging out today. If you haven't hit that like, haven't subscribed. This again. Well, I'm not gonna be here next week because of Father's Day, so 2 weeks from now, I might do something on Sunday, or like I edited or a video, something in its place. So stay tuned for that. And then I'll catch you all guys in live in 2. Then, but like as always, leave a comment down below. Got anything you want to say? Read all that. If you want anything you want to show off, mail me behind the scenes. Address up there. Otherwise, hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll do it again soon. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.